All right, this is the penny countertop, the initial stages, I guess. Putting in the new cabinets. This is an old floor, so it was really unlevel, so I had to scribe all the bottoms, but the goal here is to make a surface as flat and level as possible. And I've got some lasers and levels and everything, because when you pour the clear compound over the pennies at the very end, you're going to need a perfectly level surface to do that, I assume. I don't know, I've never done this before. But anyway, here's what it looks like at the very beginning, and we'll keep updating the video as we make progress. Alright, quick update. Finally got all the cabinets in. Here, the cabinets are in. The tops are all level all the way around. We've got the braces here, and I'm going to be screwing in a 3/4 inch plywood. And that'll be the base for the countertop. We're going to paint the paint the base, the plywood, and then we're going to glue the pennies down. Then we're going to put the front edge on, and pour the epoxy after that. So should be doing that here within the next day or two. This is the finished penny countertop project after the epoxy has been poured and cured. I didn't make a video of the actual pouring process just because we were so busy, didn't have a lot of free hands, and we're working within some time constraints. There's a lot of great videos online from the company we bought the epoxy from, bestbartopepoxy.com, and worked out really well. Previous videos, I think I showed you how I built the countertop, got it completely level. My sister came up with a penny design. We just had a bunch of old pennies laying around, and this design worked out pretty well. We got a combination of new and old pennies there in the center of the diamonds. Those are some brand new pennies. They kind of pop out. May be hard to see on video, but put the edge on first. Just made sure that the edge was at least 1/8 of an inch above the top of the pennies there, so that the epoxy wouldn't flow over the edge. That's the depth that the epoxy settles to, is 1/8 of an inch, which is pretty thick and looks great. Also used foil tape. This is the sink cutout, and the foil dammed the epoxy back so that it didn't spill over the edge there, and the foil is just rigid enough to keep that epoxy from flowing down over the edge, and it's pretty easy to peel off there. I think pennies, I think it runs a little over $2 a square foot, and we're working with about 34 square feet here. And then the epoxy, we bought 4 gallons. It's a 2-part epoxy, so you've got the resin and the hardener. You mix it 50-50, and we used 1 gallon for the seal coat. You brush it on just like the instructions say, to remove all the air bubbles from in between the pennies, and then about 4 hours later you start doing the flood coat. And the flood coat you just pour on and you just let it flow out and cover the pennies, and you don't really work with it as it flows together. But it is almost absolutely flawless. I didn't even see a speck of dust in here, and it looks like liquid glass. It's pretty amazing. Even the joints, well, we had to make multiple batches, and when we poured the one batch up against the other, you can't even see the joints or a single ripple in there. Like I said, I saw 1 fleck of dust, and that is it. Other than that, it is flawless. So if anybody's thinking about doing this, read the instructions, watch the video tutorials on the website, and it's actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Thanks for watching.